Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing and sharing some planners from Ponderlily. Before I get into everything, this video is sponsored, so they have paid me to do the video, but as always that's not going to affect what I have to say about the planners. They have also provided me with a 10% discount code, which is mygreencow10, so you can get 10% off any planners on their website with that code. And then also at the end of this video I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so one of you will be able to win one of their 2019 planners. I have a lot to show you, so I'm going to get into it and get started and start sharing these planners with you. So the main planner they've sent me to do this video on is their 2019 planner. It's a hardbound planner. It is kind of like a book, like a proper reading book type style. It comes in 3 different colours. There's this pink one, then there's a coral one and a grey one. I do really like the outside design of this. It's very simple. It's just got 2019 on the front in a copper foil. There's also some copper foil detailing at the bottom of the spine, and then on the back at the bottom you have their branding, so it just says Ponderlily paper and planners. Obviously, as you can see, it's got an elastic closure, which is always handy, and you've also got 2 ribbon bookmarks as well. This one has pink and white, and they are different colours depending on the main colour of the planner. The inside of the planner is quite light in the colour scheme of everything, so I'm going to show you January, and then obviously the rest of the months are laid out exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the quote page. So between all the months there is a page like this which has a nice quote on. So at the beginning we have a "This planner belongs to" page, and then "If found, please kindly return to." And then the first section is like a little inspiration page section, and on here it just kind of tells you about the whole point of Ponderlily and what they're trying to achieve with their planners. So this says, "The heart of Ponderlily. We inspire people who lead full lives to take the time for meaningful moments and to celebrate the everyday on purpose. When you're trying to create the balance between roles at work, home and in your community, it's easy to overlook what's right here, right now. The Ponderlily planner was thoughtfully designed to encourage meaningful connections between people, places and activities that energize and empower you to live fully. It features space for you to let your ideas flourish, helpful prompts and gently remind you to treat yourself more kindly, and an inspiration section to help you gain clarity and motivate you to attain your goals. It's our hope that this planner will inspire you to be mindful, to nurture those in-between moments of life, be open to new opportunities and realise the joy is in the journey." So this folds out and you've got the inspiration section. I feel like you could use this almost like a mood board. So it just has inspiration in the middle and then you've got space around the edge to put whatever you want. Over on this side you've got explore and experience, and then you have meet, try, learn, visit, celebrate and support. I'm sorry if this is really hard to see. I can't really make it too much clearer. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit and also turn the brightness down a bit. Hopefully you'll be able to see it a bit better. So sorry it's a bit dark and dingy, but I don't want the pages to be overexposed. On here we have 2019 holidays, and I love this because they've left a space for important dates. So you've got the general holidays on that side, but you can also put yours in there as well. We then have the 2019 monthly overview, and then we get straight into January. So this is the first quote page. So we have a quote by Emily Dickinson which says, "I dwell in possibility." So this is the first page of each month, and this is the monthly roadmap. It tells you what you could use this for. It kind of gives you a bit of a prompt, so if you're stuck or whatever on how to use this, it's there for you, which I think is really good. So it says use this space to plan your month, and then in brackets it says sparks of inspiration, things to maximise or minimise, plans to put into action or notable events. So you have 6 boxes for wellness, relaxation, friends and family, finances, home and projects. So again, kind of subtly prompting different things that you could put in there. If you didn't want to use each box for those specific things, you could easily cover the little titles. They're not massive. Then we have the monthly spread. It's very simply laid out, which I really like. The size of each box is really decent as well, so you have a decent amount of space to write stuff. Down the side you have a section which says focus. The only thing about the monthly and the weekly spread for me is that it starts on a Sunday, so it goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I just haven't been able to stick with a planner that has a Sunday start. Not many UK planners do have Sunday starts, but these planners obviously do. So going on to the weekly spread, I do however love how this is laid out. I've never really used a weekly spread that's been laid out like this before, but when I saw this I was like, actually I really want to give it a go. So you've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you have basically the day split into times. So it has obviously 05 for 5 AM, 6 AM, 7 AM, 8 AM, all the way to 10 o'clock at night, and then there's a little box down here which has a plus in it, so obviously if you have something a bit later than 10 o'clock you can put it in there. So that's how how the main section of your week is laid out. Down the bottom here you have a big notes section, which is always handy to have, I think, on a weekly spread. This is kind of like the mindfulness side of things in this planner. So at the top you have like a mini monthly calendar, and then you have a to-do section. Down at the bottom here though you have a recharge box. Next to that you have positive habits, and there's also a tracker here as well. I'm going to try and show you a bit closer up so you can see. So you've got like the days of the week and then little tick boxes. So you could put a positive habit in here. You've got up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you could put in here. So if you're trying to make a habit or break a habit, you could put it in there and obviously tick off once you've done it each day. You could always use this to track something completely different and even change this box to something else if you didn't want to use them together. I feel like loads of planners went down the route of putting water intake trackers in their planners, which personally I don't track my water intake, never have done, never plan to do it. So I never use that section in a planner. But having this in here kind of leaves it up to you. So if you want to track your water intake, you can do. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, and you can put something else in there. And then at the bottom you also have reasons to celebrate this week. Again, I think it's such a lovely thing to have in there. It's kind of almost like a little bit of a journaling section. I forgot to mention as well, at the top of each day there is a small box. So they've put like New Year's Day in on this one. So you could use this box as like a priorities box or like a main event that's happening that day. Every single week is exactly the same colour scheme. It's this kind of beige and white colours. At the end of each month you have a monthly check-in section. I love that they've designed this kind of like a postcard as well. So the monthly roadmap that you had at the start is also kind of at the back, so you can reflect on it after you've finished the month. And then you have a big notes page, and then you are on to the next month. So it's a very simple layout. I feel like it's not like over the top with all the mindfulness stuff. I do feel like some planners have too much in the planner. And it's more like a workbook than it is a planner. I feel like this planner does have like the perfect amount of reflecting and, you know, like planning ahead and stuff like that. Like I said before, they have lots of quotes throughout the months. This one says, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. This one is, the beginning is always today. And this one is, you can, you should, and if you're brave enough to start, you will. So that's the kind of day-to-day layout throughout the planner. When you get to the end of all the months, you have a massive notes section which can be ripped out. Don't know if you can tell, but they've got like perforations going down, so you can just fold it over and rip it out, which I think is a really nice idea, especially in a hardbound planner because the pages aren't easy to rip out. And then at the back you have a little pocket and also a space which I'm assuming is for business cards or something. So yeah, that is the 2019 planner. I also have 2 of the undated planners as well, which are a little bit different. I have this one in the charcoal and the warm grey. These were also part of the payment for doing the video, but I thought I'd share them anyway because they are a bit different, so it's good to have a bit of a comparison. So when you get them, they have this cardboard thing around them, and they're also in a plastic cover as well. So if you're getting it for a gift for someone, it's definitely presented really nice with the packaging. So this is a light grey, and as you can see, the inside is exactly the same as the 2019 one. The only differences between the undated and the dated is that the undated one has rounded corners. It also seems to be a tiny bit taller as well, and as you can see, the front is a bit different as well. So this one has more of a rose gold foil on it. It's not quite so orange. I don't know if you can really tell that. And obviously it says Ponderlily planner on the front. It does have those little squiggles down the spine, and on the back it doesn't have anything at all down here because obviously it says Ponderlily on the front. The material that the covers are covered with is cotton, I think. I have a weird thing about materials, and tight cotton like this kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. I do try and avoid cotton or fabric sort of covers on any sort of notebook, but I'm trying to get over that because it's so irrational and so annoying, because a lot of planners and notebooks have it nowadays and I'm missing out on having so many because of it. But the feel of this one feels a lot softer than the cotton on this one. I'm not sure if it's the rounded corners or the material or what, but for some reason the undated one feels a lot more, I don't know, sturdy or something than this one. Obviously the undated one is laid out exactly the same. The only difference in here is there's no dates or anything on the pages. So the monthly spread has nothing on it, the weekly spread has no dates on it, and the monthly roadmap doesn't have any month written on it. I have just noticed as well that I think there's different quotes. So this is the first quote of the dated planner and this is the first quote of the undated planner. So I'm not sure if they have different quotes in each planner or whether the quotes within the planner are just arranged differently. apparently. I want to say that they've got different quotes because I can't find the Stephen King one. Yeah, it must have different quotes in it because I can't find the Stephen King one in there. So that's really cool that the 2019 one has some new quotes in. This is a 12-month planner, so you can start it whenever you want. If you wanted to skip a month and then come back to it, you can do, because obviously it's undated. That is one of the things I do love about undated planners. So that is a kind of overview of the dated and undated planners. I love that the layouts are super simple and they're not super colourful. I know I love my colours, but when it comes to planning, I actually quite like a simple layout, and I like to use like my highlighters and keep things all neat and tidy and not decorate it like crazy. But if you wanted to, you could do. I love the kind of reflection thing, the monthly roadmap that it has in each month. I've been doing something kind of similar in my current planner, and it is so nice to have and be able to reflect on those things throughout the month. Something I wanted to point out as well is the size of this planner isn't too chunky. Obviously it's kind of like A5 size pages, so you have all that space to write in. But the actual planner, like the cover and stuff, because it's hardbound, it isn't too chunky. I think the only thing that really frustrates me with it is the Sunday starts. Because it was a UK brand, I kind of just assumed that it would start on a Monday. Obviously you could alter it if you wanted to. It would be harder to do it in the dated than it would the undated, because you have all the dates and stuff to alter as well, whereas in the undated one you just have to alter the days of the week. And obviously I have a thing about the material on the outside, but that's a personal thing and I wouldn't really call that like a con for the planner. So yeah, if you're someone who likes Sunday starts though, definitely have a look at this planner. If you're someone who kind of struggles with it, still have a look, because I cannot fault the quality of this and just how pretty it is. They also sent me some little extras as well. So they sent me some washi tapes, which are beautifully packaged. I'll probably end up gifting one of these onto someone because I don't need all this washi, but I'm definitely going to keep one for myself. They also sent me one of their travel planners / journals. It says planner on there, but it says journal on here. And this is obviously like a more floppy book. It's not hardbound, but this is so pretty. So it's like this really nice green. It has the rose gold foiling on the front. At the front you have the world map. Then you have a destination diary with destination, transport and date. You have a wonder list which says meet, try, learn, visit and celebrate. And then the rest of the planner or journal is set out like this. So you have location and date, and then you have lined paper to write on there. And then you have this little postcard design again, and it says highlights, and then just a blank space for maybe photos or something. At the back though you do have a couple of pages which says moments and memories. So yeah, if you had any extra things to stick in or document, you could put them there. Hopefully you have all enjoyed having a look through these planners with me. If you want to go and buy one yourself, the dated ones cost £28, the undated ones are £23, and the travel planner or journal is £18. Postage worked out for the UK. They had two options. Second class was £1.72 and first class was £2.53. So postage isn't that expensive at all. I don't know how much it is internationally. They do ship outside the UK, but you have to like enter your address and stuff to find out the shipping. You can get 10% off those prices with the code MyGreenCow10, and the code is valid until November 15th. If you do want to be in with a chance of winning one of their 2019 planners, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to my channel and leave a comment down below with one thing that you do each month or one thing that you're trying to do each month to benefit yourself. So it might be something you do to benefit your mental health, your physical health, something you do to just relax. I'm also going to put some links below to Ponderlily's Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, so if you want to go and check those out as well, definitely do so. The giveaway will be running for a week. I'll make sure I put the exact date and time in the description for when it ends, and make sure you have a look in the description for all the terms and conditions and rules and stuff for the giveaway. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video.